Hey guys, so we are on commas still, and this is our third lesson, and it's going to be short and sweet. We're going to talk about commas to set off interrupters. Now, keep in mind that when we are dealing with punctuation, we are looking at punctuation as a series of signals to our reader, and we are asking, what is it telling the reader to do when the reader sees these commas? And if you also remember that comma means section off or cut, so we have like a second question we can ask. Well, what is the comma sectioning off? There's a main sentence and then the comma is sectioning things off. So what is an interrupter? It's a word or short phrase that interrupts the flow of a sentence. The example is this: we will, of course, send a thank you card. Now, see how I punctuated with my voice. I didn't just pause. I actually dropped my voice a little bit when I said that interrupter. I'm going to do it again. We will, of course, send a thank you card. And that's kind of how I comma with my voice. And I set that off. And if you notice here, the interrupter is set off by commas on either side. Oh, I forgot to tell everybody, you should be taking these notes. So if you didn't take them, please pause the video and take the notes. All right, next page. We're just going to run through some examples because I think practice makes perfect. All right, here's another one. My cake, to be honest, is underbaked. Take your lunch bag, George, and rinse it out. So if you notice, I'm pausing a little bit, but really I'm dropping my voice. That's how I'm using this comma in my speech. Why do we need to set the interrupter off with commas anyways? Well, we need to do that to signal that it's not a part of the essential sentence. It's an interruption. So what happens if the interrupter is at the end of a sentence? Well, take a look. I've got an example sentence here. The story has a happy ending, surprisingly. I set it off with a comma, but because it's at the end of the sentence, I just put a period at the end. Now, coming back, I just wanted to say, why do we need to set the interrupter off with commas? Well, if we take this one, I just noticed it's a good one, and we take the commas out, look what happens. If I say, take your lunch bag, George, and rinse it out. Is my lunch bag named George? Or is it called a lunch bag, George? What is that? I need to actually set it off with commas so that we can tell it's not part of the essential sentence and it's interrupting the sentence, because the real sentence is take your lunch bag and rinse it out. So I'm going to say take your lunch bag, section off George, section off, and rinse it out. All right. Well, it looks like that's actually the end of the notes on this one. So when you go to do the activity, I'm asking you to create 5 sentences with interrupters. So you can put those interrupters in the middle for a few of them. You can even try doing one at the end if you'd like. Good luck. Email me if you need help.